pork chops that have been stuffed. They are 9 ounces each, which is a big hearty serving, and they do come to us from Kansas City Steak Company, and you have a choice. Do you want to go for a set of 6? We'll do the buy more, save more, and get the set of 12. If you go for the set of 12, it breaks down to about $8 a piece for that main dish in that 9-ounce size. So if you do the 6, your price is $65. It's $102 if you want to go for the set of 12. And it's the only day for the whole month you're going to see this on the Easy Payment Plan. So that Easy Pay is expiring at the end of the day, like it is for many of the foods that we have here at QVC for you today. Of course, Greg Shockley comes to us from Kansas City Steak Company. So we'll be seeing you a couple times, good sir.
Yes.
Hi.
How you doing?
Happy early spring. I feel like it can't come quickly enough.
That's right.
At this point, when I just saw this, though, before the show, because you don't have to wait for the Easter holiday, you can get these delivered immediately if you would like. 9 full ounces of stuffed pork chops. And this has existed in the catalog of Kansas City Steak Company and been very popular for you. So you thought, why are we waiting to bring this to QVC?
Yeah, right. You know, we do offer a lot of different things. We've been doing pork products for years, and we've had our ham here for almost 20 years, almost since the beginning time that we've been here. So why not try our pork chops? So we figured, yeah, let's bring the QVC family into what we do outside, sometimes in our catalog or on the KansasCity.com.
And this sounds very high-end, white tablecloth main dish.
It is. You know, we're all about our meats. I mean, that's what we're really about, and we're about quality meats, and that's no exception here with our pork products. The finest quality pork chop that you can get, and then of course we stuffed it. 9-ounce stuffed pork chop that is incredibly beautiful.
And what is in there?
Now we've got a typical breading right here, but it's not typical in the sense that it tastes normal. We've got mushrooms, roasted garlic, a little bit of onions and carrots and celery. So we've got beautiful aromatics going on in there, and then wrapped around this incredible pork chop. It is tender, it is so juicy, and then it is flavorful, and it's got that great stuffing inside that doesn't overpower the pork. It just gives a great flavor. Super easy. So if you want to just have this on a Tuesday night or have it for your Easter dinner, it is just absolutely perfect for that.
And you know what? This, can you just cut that a little bit smaller for me, please? This, we do not have a lot of these to go around. And I know we kind of sound like a broken record. I think we've been saying that throughout the show, but in all honesty, the Easter season is not nearly as long as the Christmas time winter holiday season. And so we don't usually bring as many things in for the Easter season, but I want to remind you, the set of 6 or the set of 12, and this is not a little 4-ounce size. The bone is in because it's a classic pork chop, but they are enormous because they've been stuffed to that full 9-ounce size.
Full stuff. Let me show you what out of the package right here, and then I'll show you. So individually packaged, just like a lot of our steaks, so we know the QVC families love that, so they can pull out just exactly what they need here. But again, I talk about marbling in our steaks all of the time. And what is that? That's the white lines that you see in our steaks, and in no exception here, same idea, same principle with pork products. Those white lines are a sign of quality. That's the flavor that's in there. So when you cook this, that's what melts away and makes this pork chop beautifully juicy and tender and 100% flavorful. And what we did is we kind of butterfly, this is what we call it. We create kind of a pocket, and then we put the stuffing inside there. So if you want to sear this off on your stovetop and then finish it in the oven,
that's what I would do, because you get that little crust on the outside.
Love that.
But you don't have to. You can just put them in the oven if you want to, or grill them.
Or you can grill them on your outdoor grill for sure. So that's what we wanted to do. It's not going to ooze out, or you know, sometimes the stuffings will tend to fall out.
No.
But I really do. I like to do just what you talked about. I love to kind of cook mine, get a little oil in the pan, get season them up, and then I just sear it so it gets a little caramelization on the outside, that nice golden brown on both sides, and then just finish it in the oven. Now we give you the instructions in the gourmet guide. So we tell you 35 minutes in the oven so you reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees. Remember, you got stuffing in there, so you want to get the thermometer
Make sure that it cooks all the way through.
Make sure that it cooks all the way through.
So here's the deal. First of all, this is really popular. I would use automated ordering if you would like to, because again, we have a finite amount of these to go around, and that Easy Pay is expiring at the end of the day, which brings me to something else. If you think you may like to keep these, I know you haven't tried them yet, but if you'd like to keep some in your freezer, automatically I would lock into auto delivery, because if you don't love it, return it and cancel the auto delivery. So you won't have to worry about it. But if you do love it, you'll be glad you got it on auto delivery every 90 days for 1 full year, because this is not just a great meal to serve to yourself and your loved one. This would be a wonderfully impressive meal to serve when you have last-minute guests that are popping over, because it's in the freezer, it's ready to go. You just need to thaw it out, and you can do that quick thaw method that we always talk about underneath some cool water. If you know that they're coming over in an hour and a half, get them in the sink or get them in a bowl and run them under that water, because how long does it take to do them in the oven?
In the oven, it takes about 35 minutes in,
Okay.
in a 350-degree oven.
And you have a gourmet meal.
You definitely do. And just take, I mean, exactly right. Look at this. I mean, you always say you eat with your eyes first, and you see that golden brown. We actually pan-seared this one. So you've got that golden brown. You see the stuffing kind of, it gets nice and brown on there, so little vegetables to kind of offset that. But super easy and convenient. And you're right. You want to talk about a gourmet meal. People don't say, okay, well, pork chop's normally gourmet. Well, this one is. This is pork.
And I got to tell you,
it's gourmet, and it is absolutely flavorful.
I've had a couple of bites of this while you were chatting, and this stuffing is so flavorful to complement that pork chop. Usually stuffing is like, it's stuffing. It's like
You're doing it just to stuff it because it makes it more
exactly,
interesting.
because it makes it more interesting. But this really, I could just keep eating the stuffing. It's that good on its own. And we're talking cremini mushrooms and roasted garlic and spices and celery and onion and bacon. Like, it is loaded with flavor. Leah, do you want to try a little bite of this? And while you're doing that, I'm going to let everybody know at home what's going on.
Can I tell you,
And the
too,
immediate ship
this
date.
is one of those things that, you know, I might be flipping through a magazine or see a recipe and think, one of those days I'm going to do that. And then
Yeah, we're not gonna do
one
that.
of those days
It's
never
so
never
hard.
happens.
And remember, just like all of our steaks, the pork is what it's all about. We're just adding the stuffing to give it, you know, just to give it a little more lift in
Oh my
there. Isn't
God.
it good?
I mean,
It's
the
very full.
stuffing is really
A hint of garlic. You can tell
Delicious.
there's real ingredients in there, guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's real garlic, real carrots
Mushroom?
and onions and celery,
Yeah,
mushroom, cremini
there's
mushrooms.
a richness
Yep.
there. And you know what? It's not salty. Many
Thank you.
times people
That's delicious.
oversalt stuffing just to think they think it gives it flavor. Thank you, Leah. But really, again, I'm not tasting salt in the recipe. While I know it's probably in there for the spices, it just tastes rich and full. So let me just remind you again, I'm so sorry, Sean, in the set of, because you have a choice, in the immediate ship date, we only have the set of 12. The set of 6 is gone. We are very limited, I think, in the set of 12 for the immediate ship date. So how are they packaged?
Here's our package. Again, individually packed, vacuum
Okay.
sealed. We know the QVC families do love those, so we want to keep that tradition going.
Mm-hmm.
Individually packed, they'll last in your freezer and taste exactly the same a year from now. And notice, we've even got an extra set of protection on this packaging
see
because
that.
it has the bone in there.
Right.
So we want to make sure that the bone does not puncture through here, so it's this extra strong packaging so it can stay extra fresh.
And you know what? This, I mean, for any time would be delicious for your family. And I would definitely take advantage of the buy more, save more, because if you get the set of 12 as opposed to the set of 6, you're getting twice as much food, but you're not paying twice as much money. It's $28 less than it would be if you just got the set of 6s separately. So here's where we are. We brought in 1,000. If you want the immediate ship date, 5 dozen remain in the 12. And if you want the March 23rd ship date, we have 150 in each of those, the 6 and the set of 12 to go around. For Easter dinner, this would be exceptional, but I just want you to get it home immediately. Like, I'm asking you to get it home immediately because I think you're gonna lock into auto delivery and love it that much.
And they're easy. Anybody can make these. You'll be a star, I promise.
Love it. Okay, and by the way, you're gonna be back with the ham.
I am.
Yay, so we'll see you later. Okay, and here's our reminder for Food of the Month, which was very popular. Over 3,000 of these have been spoken for this month.